Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to present the Elective 6 Embedded System project of Group 3 entitled Design and Development of an HMI Arduino-based color sorting machine using TCS3200 color sensor for robust performance in varying light conditions.
So, for the abstract, this paper presents the design and development of an HMI Arduino-based color sorting machine that addresses the challenges of color sorting in varying light conditions. So, considering that issue or challenges, so the machine incorporates a closed cabinet design and a dark-colored 3D printed tube to minimize external light interference and ensure reliable color detection. So we use HMI interface to enhance user interaction and control, offering intuitive controls for the sorting process, object counting, and monitoring. Experimental evaluation demonstrates the machine's accuracy in sorting objects even in challenging light conditions. So because of that, the proposed machine provides a practical and efficient solution for industries requiring precise and automated color-based color and object sorting. So here is the content outline. First, background of the study. Machines can perform largely repetitious tasks better than humans. So worker fatigue on assembly lines can affect and reduce performance and beget challenges in maintaining product quality. A hand who has been performing an examination task repeatedly may ultimately fail to fit the color of product. So automating numerous tasks in the diligence may help to ameliorate the effectiveness of manufacturing system. So one kind of task which a machine would be suitable to perform is sorting objects into orders for case by color, shape, or sizes. So the purpose of this model or the project itself is to design and apply a system which automatically separates products and grounded on their color. So next for the objectives.
For the objectives of our project, first is designing a color sorting machine. Throughout the design process, it is essential to consider factors such as cost effectiveness, durability, scalability, and compliance with safety standards. Next is the incorporating TC S3200 color sensor. Incorporating this sensor or this color sensor into our color sorting machine can provide accurate color detection capabilities. So next is the robust performance in varying light conditions. Uh, for uh, Performing regular color calibration to ensure accurate color representation. This involves periodically measuring and adjusting the color references used by the sorting machine. Color calibration can be done using color charts or standardized samples, and the machine settings can be adjusted accordingly to maintain consistent color sorting performance. Next is human-machine interface or HMI. In a color sorting machine, the human-machine interface or we called it HMI, plays a crucial role in facilitating interaction between the machine and the operator. The HMI allows the operator to monitor and control the machine's functions effectively. Fifth is the automatic classification. So automatic classification in a color sorting machine involves the use of advanced algorithms and techniques to categorize objects based on their color properties. And last one is the prototype development. So the prototype will serve as an evidence of conception and demonstrate the feasibility of the design. It will showcase the functionality of the system and validate its performance in sorting objects grounded on color. So next is what are the applications that can be used uh, in our project. So it can be used in the industrial automation, in food processing, education and research, agriculture, recycling facilities, pharmaceutical industries, and lastly in the textile industry. So next, for the scope of the project.
For the scope of the project, our project aims to create a color sorting machine that utilizes an Arduino microcontroller TCS3200 color sensor and servo motors for sorting objects based on their colors. The project also includes the human machine interface, or what we call the HMI, which I already discussed by my group mate, for user interaction. So the first one of the scope of the project is the color sorting, where we focuses on developing a color sorting mechanism that can identify and separate objects, food like Snipp, Skittle, and other same type of candies. For this project, we use a styro ball with a different kind of color that can be detected by our machine. Next one is the microcontroller control, wherein the Arduino microcontroller is used to process the color sensor data and control the servo motors for sorting objects. This one will particularly be the Arduino Uno. And next one is the human machine interface, wherein the project include this one so that the user can enable to have a good interaction for our project, and this could involve display buttons or other input and output devices for configuring the machine and monitoring its operation. Lastly, we have here the robust performance and the counter counting. This one includes the assurance of the color sorting machine for a robust performance, solving our problem, which is the varying light condition. This could be involved the techniques, algorithm, or hardware, wherein the presenter focuses on the hardware modification of the design, which is already discussed in the abstract and the background of the study. The counter counting is an additional feature of this project, which is aiming to know how many had been in the specific container is already been there putted. The next one, for the limitation of the project, we have here the limited color range because we only use here the 5 colors, specifically the red, yellow, orange, green, and blue. The next one is the object size and shape. So the design varies whatever the size of it and the shape. So if it's big, we have to make the machine bigger. But if not, it is okay to have a small one. The processing speed. We have to, since this one is not an industrial project, or can be used in the industry, already a project only, the processing speed is not that we enable to produce a lot of balls inserted and processed thoroughly. So we have also here the limitation for the calibration and the maintenance because this project is going to be used by once only. And the next one is the main frame of the study, which is the flow chart included, the input, process, and output. As you can see here, we have the software, the hardware, and the design specification of how we came up to this machine. Then the process is to assembling the design, of course, and using the software programs that will be discussed later, and calibrating, of course, our sensor together with testing it together with our styro balls with colors. And then having those kind of input and processes, we can able to have the output, which is a fully functional HMI Arduino-based color sorting machine that can accurately and efficiently sort objects based on their colors with robust performance in varying light condition. Next one is a schematic diagram.
So for the schematic diagram, we have our Arduino Uno, 2 servo motors, the TCS3200 color sensor. So for our Arduino Uno, this provides the power of the sensor and the servo motors. This gets also the data coming from our sensor and transfer the data through our computer. Our Arduino Uno provides 5 volts and the ground for the servo motors and the sensor. Now, for the sensor, the TCS3200 color sensor provides the output data of the colors of the ball, which are red, green, blue, yellow, and orange. And for our servo motor, the first servo motor responsible for the moving of the ball through the funnel, and the second servo motor are responsible for directing the ball to its container. Next, construction and development of procedures. So first, define the requirements. Determine the specific requirements of your color sorting machine. Consider factors such as the size and type of objects to be sorted, the desired sorting speed, the range of colors to be detected, and the acceptable level of light variation. Second, gather the components. Collect all the necessary components for your project, including an Arduino board such as Arduino Uno, TCS3200 color sensor module, servo motors, HMI display such as TFT LCD, power supply, connecting wires, and other supporting materials. Next, understand the TCS3200 color sensor. Familiarize yourself with the TCS3200 color sensor module, study its datasheet, and learn how to connect it to the Arduino board. Understand the working principle of the sensor, which typically involves illuminating the object with white light and analyzing the reflected light to determine its color. Next, set up the hardware. Connect the TCS3200 color sensor module to the Arduino board, following the pin configurations mentioned in the datasheet. Connect the servo motors that will be used for sorting. Ensure all connections are secure and accurate. Next, number 5. Develop the software. Write the code for the Arduino board using the Arduino IDE or your preferred programming environment. The code should involve initializing the TCS3200 color sensor, calibrating it for varying light conditions, and configuring the servo motors for sorting. You also need to implement algorithms for color detection and sorting based on the sensor readings. 6. Incorporate the HMI display. Connect the HMI display to the Arduino using LabVIEW. Use appropriate libraries to display relevant information and provide an interface for user interaction. The display should show sorting progress, detected colors, and any relevant control options. Number 7. Test and calibrate. Test the color sorting machine in different lighting conditions to ensure its robust performance. Calibrate the color sensor and fine-tune the algorithms if necessary. Perform multiple tests with various objects and colors to validate the sorting accuracy. Number 8. Iterate and refine. Based on the test results, iterate on your designs and make any necessary improvements. Consider adjusting the lighting setup, enhancing the algorithms, or optimizing the sorting mechanism to improve performance and accuracy. And lastly, document and finalize. Once you have achieved satisfactory results, document the design including the circuit diagram, code, and instruction for future references. Organize your project files and finally finalize the hardware setup, ensuring everything is secured and well organized.
So for the material used, first is the forever mentioned TCS 2300 color sensor. Next one is for the Arduino Uno, the microcontroller used in this project. Next one is the servo motor MG90S with metal gear with torque of 1.8 kg to 2.2 kg. Next one is the ESAN PLA Plus filament for our 3D printer or for our 3D printed parts. Next one is styrofoams for the foundation and the wallings of our project. Next one is for the illustration boards, connecting wires, mighty bands, and the styrofoam boards. Styrofoam balls. For the tools and equipment, we also use electric drill, the 3D printer for the 3D printed parts, the cutters, glue gun, and for the final output, we can see that it is first connected with a tube where the balls flow. Then next one is for the second layer. We can see that there is the part that we can say that the ball is flowing from the start to the color sensor and to the panel tube, wherein the panel tube will redirect the balls to its respective containers, which is its color. And this is the final output, which we can see that the wallings are been installed so that the varying light condition problem will be solved. For the software,
For the software use, so the software refers to a collection of programs, instructions, and data that enable a computer or a computer system to perform a specific task. So these are the software we use to be able to execute the project we propose. First is the Arduino. Arduino is an open source hardware and software platform designed for building interactive projects. It consists of a programmable microcontroller board and a development environment. The Arduino board is equipped with input and output pins that allow it to interact with various electronic components and devices. Why did we use Arduino? So Arduino is a popular platform for developing projects involving motor control and sensors. It offers a simple way simple and flexible way to interface with various components and devices, including motors and sensors. Arduino can also drive various types of motors, such as DC motors, stepper motors, and servo motors. It provides a convenient interface for controlling motor speed, direction, and position. Arduino also supports a wide range of sensors, such as temperature sensors, humidity sensors, and such. And in our case, the sensor we use is a color sensor, specifically TCS 3200. So the TCS 3200 color sensor can detect a wide variety of colors based on their wavelength. Photodiode is simply a semiconductor device that converts light into current. This sensor is especially useful for color recognition projects such as color sorting, color matching, and much more. By reading the color sensor data and processing it with Arduino, you can make decisions or control other devices based on the sensor's input. For example, you can adjust the motor speed based on the color sensor we use to sort them. And the next software that we use is LabVIEW. So this is a graphical programming environment engineers use to develop automated research, validation, and production test systems. So this is our so this is the visual block connections that we use in order to make the HMI of the project. So the graphical programming technique is a technique where visual block connections are used to code instead of text, which make it easy for non-coders to implement algorithms. LabVIEW, or Laboratory Virtual Instrument Engineering Workbench, is the first implementation of graphical programming to date. It continues to be dominant graphical programming implementation. It provides a powerful and integrated environment for the development of various instrumental applications. In this circuit, you can see the connection between the visual blocks, which builds the human-machine interface used to control the color sensor project. Here, you can see the equivalent of the visual blocks into graphical interface, or HMI. HMI stands for Human-Machine Interface. Generally, it refers to a screen or dashboard that communicates information, data, and metrics using graphics or visual representation of numbers. The screen is controlled by the operator who monitors and controls equipment and processes in factories and plants. This human-machine interface of this project includes a serial monitor reader, light indicator, counter, and a limiter, which provides information in one screen of how this project operates.
So that's it. And lastly, we have here the costing, the materials, and the prices that we have used for this project. So you can see it. So if you have time to make it, you can make it. Then for the demonstration, short demonstration only because you need to like, subscribe before you see the full video of how this project is working. Okay. So that's it. This is the presenter and the creator of this project, Ms. Ara Almira, Eugene Mindones, Erliza Penelosa, Jeremy Tamazar, me and Ferruccio, and Hans Tonagbanwa.